Hello everyone, welcome to another Go Battle League video. Today we'll be doing another concept of like the previous video, back when Scafo showed his team and his battles and I tried out his team. This time we'll have another guest. It is Pranav, one of the best Great League players in the world as well. Also reached top of the leaderboards. And he's gonna showcase one of his team. In fact, he's even here himself. Hello, Pranav. How are you doing?
So fun here. I'm doing great, and Anaquins. Thank you so much for having me. And as he said, my name is Pranav. I stream on Twitch. I'm really familiar with the Open Great League, and I like making new teams, such as this one below. And I play for a faction called Stadium Elite. We're in the Emerald tier, and we're one of the best factions in the world. Also, I do a little bit of coaching on the side. So if you need some coaching for Great League, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. But I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for coming on. Can you tell us a bit about the team you're running here, Pranav?
Yeah, sure. So like I think I made this team in season 10, the season before the interlude season. And I really like Skunk Tank because that poison dark typing like really offers a way to beat not only Azu pretty comfortably, but it also offers a way to like beat the ghosts like Trev, Sableye, and that kind of stuff. So it's like a really good generalist. And so the back two Mons have to be Mons that check steel, right? So the best two steel coverages that I thought would pair well with this is Swampert, of course, because Swampert's like weak to grass and Skunk Tank like covers it pretty well. And then also Trevenant because it's like a really new Pokemon. It's like unless it's like on a dark type, it has like really good flexibility.
Yeah, for sure. So what does the say swap in this team?
So honestly, more cases than not, it's Trevenant because like let's say if it's a Galarian Stunfisk lead, like you see G-Fisk, Azu, Trev. So if you swap in Trev really fast, they might not have necessarily like a game plan. But if it's Swampert lead, then I just save swap Swampert because Swampert teams typically their Swampert check is like their own Swampert or a Sableye, and Swampert up a few mud shots can flip that matchup.
Okay, fair. All right, well, you submitted some battles, so let's take a look at these 5 battles that you've sent me. And after that, I will be trying the same line as well for 5 battles. Let's take a look. Pranav, it's up to you to commentate this set.
Yeah, let's go right into this. They get a good lead with Azu, and so like the whole team checks Azu, so I don't necessarily need switch. But then we see a Walrein swap in. And so I know that this can be a little tricky because the backline just hard loses to Walrein. But I like regular Skunk Tank here because you not only do you outpace to 2 crunches before they get to 3 spears, but you can get it low enough. See, I CMP right here on the 9th Powder Snow, right? And so I'm going to, if they shield, I will commit a shield as well. But they no shield. And so I'm like low and I like kind of want to get lower and I'd rather have Trev on Azu. So I think I commit like a shield here. And so I farm this all the way down. They're energy dry. Let's see what they come back into.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see if they come into Azu or something else.
I personally am more of a Shadow Skunk fan, but I can see normal's better here.
I think it's like... So I make an aggressive swap right here because I know the clocks are misaligned. And I think that move could also be good versus Azu or Diggersby like later on in the game. And I know I can guarantee this Hydro damage. So I go here. I feel like my win con is Trevenant at this point because Trevenant can beat Azu and like this is like Shadow Claws plus Seed Bomb range, and so luckily he swaps out, which is exactly what I want. And then I throw Earthquake on 5. I think I can barely get to a Hydro Cannon after this, but I know I'm gonna give my shield to Trevenant in the end, and luckily he lets it go. I'm fine with that. Rank 1 Swampert coming in super clutch. Get to that Hydro Cannon.
Very nice.
At the last second. And I think he's at 7 and he'll be at... I get a shield here. I think he just wants to keep Azu healthy because he doesn't have much health. And so I'm 1 off a Sludge. So I think I do 1 in throw.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I'm just going to hard swap out of here because otherwise he's just going to farm me down. Right? He's at 8. And I think he's at 9 here. So you can't stack 2 Ice Beams. So I believe he's 1 bubble off another one. So I'm going to have to eat an Ice Beam regardless. I'm not going to throw right away because I need as much energy for that Diggersby as possible. And so they threw 8. So I believe they're 4 off a Fire Punch. And then I CMP tie right here. No move comes through. And this barely KOs. I was like on the edge of my seat when I was playing this battle because I didn't know if this KOs. It does like 36%. And he knows it's over because I have some residual energy.
Yeah, that's
but I think Walrein is definitely the toughest for this team. And you need Skunk to get enough poison jabs and get both of those crunches off
Yeah.
to make sure like that Swampert can kill plus in a mud shots plus Hydro. That's what I typically do. Because Walreins you typically see in the lead.
Yeah. All
right.
right.
So here's like a Swampert lead, which is like really, really bad, right? And so I go for the Earthquake because like typically Swampert's no shield. He catches on Lickitung. I was like, holy.
Wow.
And so this is like a literally split-second decision.
Oh,
I
you
get
see
there in
beyond
6,
this.
and we CMP,
Oh.
which was insane. So he has a decision to make. And like if he shields it, I farm down with Skunk Tank. But now I just flip switch and I'm in like a really, really good spot.
That's huge.
Yeah, this is crazy to me. I did not expect him to catch.
You get to another one.
Yeah, and I get to another one.
Swampert putting in work.
Exactly, right? So he's going for the full farm down, but I have like the hardest wall to like Swampert like in the game, besides like Venusaur, of course, or like a Shadow Vic. And so like I live anything here. I'm confident. All I have to make sure is that if I throw my move, he doesn't catch. So you're gonna see I shield this just out of like respect. But like he's gonna go straight Hydro Cannon. He's probably just gonna stall the clock long enough so he can switch into his Backmon. So I like stop there.
Yeah, I like the waiting.
And I let him do a mud shot because I don't want him to catch the Seed Bomb on his back Pokemon. So
yeah, that's very high level play.
Yeah, it's just gonna be this like little tit for tat like game, right? I'm gonna have to potentially shield the baits, but I just want to make sure I get this Seed Bomb off. And then he switches one early, which is fine. And so since I win CMP on the back end, like I'm fine as long as the game works, right? And then I CMP tie him here on the Sludge Bomb, so because he gets there in 6, and I switch fast enough, luckily, where I get to the move. Yeah, and very good counting by him.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing. But the thing is, I die to a Sludge, but you can't stack a Sludge and a Hydro. So if I really wanted to, I could do one Shadow Claw and CMP tie him, but I just throw right away. This game's over.
I think one of the things that really worked there was Swampert safe sword, right? Like you said, usually Swampert leads don't really have Swampert answers in the back. And they were also kind of weak to Skunk in the back, right? So they were also a little bit forced to swap. And that makes... If you don't have a hard Swampert answer and you're behind on energy already, I think Swampert is like unstoppable. It will flip.
Exactly, right? And I think he played it really, really well. Like, letting go... Although letting go Lickitung might have been a mistake, like... On the back end, right? I just come into my Skunk Tank and I farm all the way down, not committing a shield or maybe committing one shield, and I come out with 2 crunches, and then his Swampert is in a bad spot. So I think him no shielding was actually like really smart, and like he kept shields up for potentially something in the back.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's get into the next one. This is around the 3,500 elos, by the way, so that's even higher than I play.
So Altaria leads a bit tricky, but this is exactly where I want to see it, right? Swampert doesn't want to. And so I just throw these crunches right away. But I know I'm going to have to commit a shield because Altaria is just like so bulky and annoying. But I get to a crunch before a Sky Tech every time. So it's like 7 and 8 because it's like 15 turns for each. So I think I build up 1 over like a second crunch here just to like maximize energy. And so I don't know if they see. The thing is with Altaria leads, Trev and Swampert are typically like really good in the back. So if they shield this, they have to throw their next move, and I farm down with Trevenant. But in comes a Mew. I haven't seen this Pokemon since like season 5.
You don't see this a lot anymore. Not since the Asian Milkman line died.
Yeah. So they're at 6 here. I think I just do enough jab damage where a Hydro Cannon kills. Like I play this a little aggressive. Because Altaria lead typically come with a steal in the back, so they're not likely to switch.
Yeah, I like that.
And so I live Surfs comfortably. I think we CMP here.
Look at that rank 1, so bulky.
Yeah, it's just so bulky. Like he has to throw 3 Surfs to KO me. And so since I got this shield here, I was like, I'm happy. I'll just save it for Trevenant. I got rid of 2 like pseudo Trev checks. Like, I'm okay.
Oh.
And then he farms, and he makes a really good catch.
Registeel.
But it's on Registeel, so it's like, was it really a good catch? It's just like preventing the inevitable, right?
Yeah.
And so I can just get an energy advantage on Trev and save my shield for like the Mew's move, because everything this Reggie throws is resisted, unless I had Flash Cannon.
Yeah, Altaria lead usually comes with like a Registeel, so I can assume that if you face an Altaria lead, your Swampert and Trevenant in the back are probably looking very strong.
Yeah, exactly right. And so in theory, like I think I farmed up just enough so he doesn't get to a second move, but like I think I could have like doubled up and like here, like I could have reset my debuff and then just win CMP, and I have a shield, so it doesn't really matter. And I think he was 3 off double, and we just CMP'd on the double. So
very nice, well played.
Yeah. All right, this game is really weird. Toxicroak is terrible, but we have 2 checks in the back. But you'll see why it's really weird when you see his like 3rd mod. And so if you have enough Shadow Claw advantage, you can actually get to 3 seed bombs. And so typically my play is build to Shadow Ball seed bomb, right? You just go straight seed bomb because the Sableye is always gonna preserve switch, right? And you want to guarantee damage, so Skunk Tank takes less damage in the lead.
Yeah.
But since he swapped after like 1 Shadow Claw, I just go for the Shadow Ball, right? Because I don't live 2 more Shadow Claws, as you see here, so I wouldn't have gotten to 3 seed bombs.
That's
I think
correct.
he's at 8 right here. My Skunk Tank is pretty much useless. Like I'm saving my my shield for Swampert and hoping it can sweep in the back, right? So I'm gonna get hit with the return. I just let it go fully.
Yeah.
He has to throw a return and a foul play to take me out. Versus like as a Shadow Skunk, this is CMP, and so Skunk Tank, like if they have an XL Sableye, Skunk Tank wins CMP, which I really like. So I just get out of here right away. I don't want the Toxicroak to get any residual energy. I could have thrown a Hydro here, but you'll see in the end it doesn't even matter. I just let go of the Mud Bomb because it's non-stab, and I think that maybe Swampert can handle something in the back. And it's a Noctowl. I was so confused because they didn't go Noctowl into my Trevenant.
Yeah.
Right?
Now that you because Noctowl is like the hardest answer to it.
It's probably the hardest, like a Noctowl or Pidgeot, right?
Yeah.
Normal flying, the hardest answer to Trevenant. So like if he just did that, I just flat out lose. Well, like he gave me like a sliver of hope. But me not shielding the Mud Bomb was the correct play because a stab Sky Attack does more. But you'll see that I'm just low enough where I can't even get to a Hydro Cannon.
Yeah, I don't think this match was very winnable. You need to win Switch, I guess, and even then, Noctowl is pretty neutral or strong against anything on your line.
Exactly. This match was a little insane.
Ooh.
And so it was like a roller coaster. So Scrafty lead, it's actually fine, but he plays it really smart in the fact that he doesn't throw power up punch right away. Like he like saves energy. And so that like really tripped me up. So I just throw Sludge here. I think he's at 9. Yeah. Like him not throwing Pup right away like really like puzzled me for a second. But like he maybe knows I have a Trevenant or a Ghost in the back, so that's why he wants to save energy. And then I thought I lived this Pup, but I wasn't sure. But I didn't want to commit a shield because typically Scrafty lead, Trev actually has a lot of play in the back. So I just let this go. He gets to a foul play before me. I have to respect it. So I commit the shield. But he baits me again. He baits me again, which just hurts me a little bit. But this is fine. Like, this is way better than going in Swampert. And I throw, like, 1 before he gets to the move, I think, because I didn't want him to, like, potentially shield and get the second shield. So I'm up energy. It's not a bad spot. Even shields. So he comes in Niddo. And then I think I CMP him right here, but he just goes for the extra. So I go for the ball because I have Swampert in the back, right? And I could just kill our KO with 1 Hydro. And I just switch right away. I thought he might have a Skarmory in the back. I just let this go. This guy has been baiting like all day. Like, I don't know. And I didn't think I'd get to 2 Hydros.
Yeah.
So going for 1 Quake was the right move. And you'll see here I died to 2 Shadow Claws.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. And this was like literally a split second like gameplay decision. And so now my win con is going for the farm down. And you see here he's at 9. He's at 9 when I get the sneak. So if I KO in 1 Shadow Claw, like the Trev doesn't get to another Seed Bomb. And then I get to a Shadow Ball right here.
Wow. That's a good win. I think if he didn't throw his move, you just simultaneous KO, right?
Exactly. So again, it just comes down to a lot of like split second decisions.
Yeah.
Right. He thought that maybe he could get to 2 moves comfortably.
All right. Those were good games. How long have you been running this team?
I made it in season 10, like one of the last weeks, just to like kind of when you want to climb, you want to run a team that like people can't really predict.
Yeah.
And so at least with Skunk Tank lead, people don't really anticipate the backline. And like they can think of things, but they might not like concrete know. Like let's say if you see a DD, there's probably a Walrein Umbreon.
Yeah,
Walrein
it's very
Lickitung,
predictable.
right? But like with Skunk Tank lead, they're so puzzled by what to do in the lead.
Anything.
It could be anything from the back. Exactly.
All right, let's take a look at how I did my battles.
Yeah,
my
you probably
first
played him
opponent
really
is Whiskey. You may know him. He's all around Twitch as well. I lead into an Umbreon. This is kind of an uncommon lead nowadays in the upper elos, but good thing my Trev is not on this, so I'm kind of satisfied here. I'll probably just play this out. I'm aware that Umbreon is so gross that it probably even wins this matchup despite resist snarls. But yeah, I think I do survive to last resorts here. I know Shadow does a bit worse in the zeros there, so I guess I have that going for me. Sludge does only so. Again, Umbreon is so bulky. Let's see, I will survive this. I will get to another Sludge. I'm not sure if mine will take it out. It barely might not. This is a very close matchup. Yeah, I think I barely take this. Barely take it. I can probably jab it down after if he does not shield.
With Sneaks and Denies, it used to be like a completely different matchup, but like in the zeros, it's like super close. But
Yeah.
you don't want to end up shielding a foul play. So.
Good counting. Good thing Sneaks and Denies are gone. And I don't miss them. It's Dark Pulse, by the way. So that makes me think he might be a little weak, like playing ABA weak to Reggie. I CMP with him on the next Dark Pulse. Because I don't really see another reason to run Dark Pulse Umbreon in the lead. So kind of surprised what he got in the bag. It's Deoxys. It's Cresselia, actually. Which makes a lot of sense. And it's Shadow Alola Marowak. Speaking of unpredictable teams, Pranav, here is one, I think. So I'm going to go straight Shadow Ball here. I already have shield up. He was already at one shield, and he decides to shield anyway. Whiskey is the type of person to call baits, but he doesn't call this one. And I think a 2-shielded Swampert will probably do fine here. I don't even have to shield the Shadow Bone. Oh, never mind. He dies, not me.
You have like one Psycho Cut at max, and you have 2 shields up.
Yeah, so even if he gets to the Shadow Bone, I don't have to shield it because the Grass Knot will one-shot me regardless, right? So I think all I have to do is go either straight Hydro. I think 3 Hydros will do the job. I wasn't sure about 2 Earthquakes, so that's what I'm going for. I think 2 Earthquakes may have done the same here. Either way, I think 3 Hydros are 14 Mudshields and 2 Earthquakes are 15, right? So
exactly.
It's a little bit faster.
It's 130 versus like 120 energy, so I think this is the safe play. So, and especially since he has to throw 3 charge moves, and you have to throw 3 charge moves, like him sneaking like balances out you sneaking, you know. So.
Yeah, but either way, Swamp with 2 shoots up. Unless you're running an Altaria, I'm very fine here. Or a Victory Bell, right? All right, my second battle. I'm a little bit lower elo, just barely not 3300. This is also an unusual pick. Araquanid. I'm very glad my Swampert is not on this, so I guess I'm kind of fortunate there as well. This usually is paired with a G-Fisk, so I feel pretty confident so far. Let's see. Usually Araquanids tend to shoot the first one, right? Because Araquanid is a master in longer matchups, right? It can just debuff or the surprise nuke, which I correctly shield here. Very good by me. I just wanted to get this Araquanid lower, and they swap into G-Fisk. This makes me a little bit afraid because this might be like a double steal line, so I'm not very happy with that. I can take this Earthquake. I'm not the rank 1, but I'm a rank 35, so I can take this. And at this point, I'll go straight Earthquake. I do not expect him to shield here because he probably wants to bait this out.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I think Trev should have like a decent amount of plays. Like the good thing is, since you landed the crunch, like Shadow Claws plus Seed Bomb, like should be enough to KO.
Yeah.
And they are like they swapped when they were like pretty much energy dry.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. I guess they correctly bait out my Swampert. That is unfortunate. I don't want to get debuffed. I don't know if they're weak to my Skunk in the back. Like if it's a Bastiodon, I want the full poison jab damage. Actually, the full crunch damage rather. All right, let's see what they have in the back. It's what is this? What is this?
What is this?
Who saw this coming? I had no idea what to do, so I just built up some more energy and then want to go straight Seed Bomb here or something. I don't know, but now he got so much energy also that he can just take me out here. Yeah, and he is looking to go there very quickly. He will outpace me to another Seed Bomb, so this is pretty much over. To finish it off, he even gets a boost, so I won't get the 2 C-bombs anymore.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
I respect this line, though. I respect this line a lot. This is a very cool line by my opponent.
For sure.
I think a glide score is something you don't see a lot anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, not in the Open Great League, especially with like Azu, Walrein, Swampert, and just like so many picks just like hard countering it.
Yeah.
I think it was really creative by them.
Yeah. Alright, let's see my third battle here. We got Skunk into Tapu Fini. Yo, I find Tapu Fini hard to answer, but this is a good answer to it. And they swap into a Drapion. I was a little bit confused. You don't see Poison Darks a lot, right? It's pretty unpredictable. But I have a good answer to this. I'm not sure if a Hydro takes it out, though, from here. So I might just farm up a little more. Oh, it might barely take it out. I think this is an Aqua Tail, by the way.
Yeah, I think so, too. Like, typically, in this matchup, like, they don't shield because they think that you're going to go for the Hydro. So I just go for the Earthquake on 9. Because, like, they're not going to shield. But, like, the good thing here is you don't need Switch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty strong against the Tapu Fini, right? Especially with shields up.
Exactly.
They catch the Hydro here, I guess. That's fine with me, to be honest. I just have Switch. There's very few things that beat, like, a Skunk Trevenant Core.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This is not one of them. This does come close, though. I'm just gonna get some shields here. I don't have to shield anything myself, I feel like. Maybe one shield to get his shields down, and then finish off the Tapu with the Trev. But either way, I just get this lower, and I probably could even get the defense drop.
Easy.
Incredible.
100% of the time.
Yeah, and they're one of another Bone Club, I think. So they do one Fire Spin, throw immediately. I might shield this to get the second shield. Yeah.
I think it's smart. Because then you can just farm down with Trevenant and then like with Shadow Claws with Seed Bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I might even Shadow Ball it, right? Because if I do only one move, I think a Shadow Ball. Well, Shadow Ball plus Shadow Claws might not do it just yet.
I mean, you landed a Hydra on it, so they're in Seed Bomb.
This is a Bone Club, by the way. I was counting.
Oh man, that's just disrespectful.
Alright, Chompoletta, that might be a familiar name if you're around the Twitch or Twitter community. Leads Medicham. I've actually seen his line on Twitter as well. And I knew he was triple weak to Azu on the Twitter line. I think it was a Frostless and Talonflame. So I felt very confident in my Swampert, right? It beats the Frostless and even shields. It beats Talonflame pretty comfortably. Trevenant's also fine against, what's it called? The Frostless. I go Sludge here. It does a little bit more damage because I don't intend on shielding, but they do, which I did not expect really, and I don't really enjoy that. I'll go for another Crunch here on the CMP. That's incredible for me, to be honest. That does a lot for me.
Scenario.
Yeah, and now they're very low. They're a shield down, and they're in perfect farm down range for the Trevenant. However, I did not count here, so if they run something like Power Punch, Ice Punch, I have seen that more often. I will shield it. I will shield it because I don't.
This is 7. I'm not sure, but it's fine to
It's a Power Punch. That's unfortunate.
It happens.
And they have a Pidgeot!
Pidgeot!
And an Alolan Muk! This is the 3300s, chat. This is chat or YouTube audience. This is the 3300s. I don't expect them to shield. They probably keep shield for Pidgeot, which they do. So they die to this Earthquake here without even being able to Acid Spray me. And now it's Swampert versus Pidgeot. Pidgeot already had one Gust in here. Swampert had a little... is very fast to his charge moves. They obviously shield the first move because they're going to Feather Dance me. Feather Dance will double debuff my attack, so that is not great for me here. And my timer is also not up, so I have to throw another Hydro here, unfortunately. And maybe if I can like build up to a Hydro and then do some chip damage with the Trevenant, maybe I can win this. I need to survive this next Gust, which I do, and I swap in there, throwing the Seed Bomb right away.
This is good. Yeah, you win CMP on the back end, so I think it's getting as much chip, and now they're in Hydro range.
Yep, they are in Hydro range. They're farming up a lot of energy, knowing that they need another move for my Swampert, but Swampert wins CMP against Pidgeot in pretty much all scenarios. I even get to a Shadow Ball here, doing an extra Shadow Claw for that.
Is this KO?
This it's double debuffed and double resisted. It does a little bit more than that Seed Bomb, but it's very close.
If it wasn't debuffed, I think it would have. But
yeah, if it wasn't debuffed,
really well.
I would have.
I think as long as like I think it was really smart that like you built up to as much energy, and as long as you can like get your mud shot in the middle of their gust animation and then swap,
Yeah.
that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was necessary because I went over a Hydro, right? All I need to do
Yeah, I
was
think you
store it,
did.
but you know, there's just that addiction to getting as much as possible as you can, right?
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right, another. Oh, do you consider that as a good lead?
I think like it's pretty neutral, but like the whole team handles DD. So like
Yeah,
Swampert up shields, and they go for the weather ball. I mean, the good thing is like Pelipper, whatever you throw at it, especially from like an attack weighted Pokemon like Skunk Tank, you're gonna get the shield.
yeah, yeah. So, I kind of want to have my Trev aligned to that Deoxys now, right? So, unfortunately, my opponent decides to shield here. I think I will shield again just to get my Trev on that Deoxys, right? Or take the shield advantage, preferably switch. But let's see what my opponent does here. I'll farm up a little more, so the next Pokemon will get less farm. This is actually an accidental CMP. I miscounted by 1, and I know Pelipper can win CMP here, depending
Yeah,
on IVs.
I was a little worried, but luckily you win CMP there.
Yeah,
So.
that's very lucky on my side. Yeah, so this weather ball will take me out now. I will farm down with Trev. I cannot farm down with Swampert, obviously. It's a nice farm down, and in the back is a Manibus! Oh no! That's the worst that Trevenant can see, and
Man.
it's an air/Manibus as well.
Yeah.
So it's all comes down to Swampert now. This Trevenant is not gonna do a lot anymore.
Yeah.
I think a Hydro and an Earthquake will take this out. My opponent's probably gonna go for a double Psycho Boost here, which I probably have to shield. But my opponent doesn't throw! My opponent doesn't throw!
Oh, this is good.
They're still building up energy.
They were at 11. Yeah, I thought they'd throw 1. But, like, you were 1 off when they were at, like, 10. So you would have gotten the Earthquake before they would have gotten to him.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah. They throw that foul
think
play
we get
immediately
to-
here. So now, looking at my energy, I will be able to get 2 Hydros, and maybe, very ironically, a Trevenant can take out a Manibus here. Let's see. Manibus is very bulky though. Those Hydros, they're not resisted. They're not resisted, but they don't do a lot here. And I'm gonna try to catch here, actually. Here we go. No catch. Incredible. However, my opponent didn't throw the move yet, so I still live. I can get to these Shadow Balls. This kind of looks like the previous match. Trevenant chipping down the super hard counter into like
you get to
Hydro
see
range.
Pummel here.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
this is CMP tie. Like, he was trying to double up
Yep,
at 10.
he actually is a double right here. So yeah, the Seed Bomb will definitely take us into a Hydro range, and that will, will actually allow me to win this. These are 2 games that were very... It all came down to Swampert, honestly. Okay, maybe I should have Earthquake there, but I wasn't sure if I had it. It was fine. So I think that's a solid 4-1 on both our side, right? You probably had the more difficult opponents than I had, right? Like 200 more elo. But yeah, the team worked very well for me. I think it's a very nice team. I think Walrein might be a bit difficult to... We didn't see a lot of Walrein in this video, I feel like, but I think Walrein can be a bit challenging at times. Other than that, I really like the Skunk pick. I really like the Skunk. It's very unpredictable and very flexible.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Pranav, for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. You can check out my guest, Pranav, on Twitch and Twitter. I will drop the links in the description. And yeah, have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.